Hey guys, so today I'm going to be reviewing a new foundation that came out recently by CoverGirl. This is the Vitalist Healthy Elixir Foundation with vitamins, Insulazole sunscreen, broad spectrum SPF 20, and I have the shade 710. But it says it's a lightweight, full coverage makeup. This formula hydrates and includes a complex of SPF 20 vitamins and antioxidants and is oil free. So let's pull the hair back and try this out. I am going to do one side with the L'Oreal Beauty Sponge and then the other side with my Bella & Bear Lynx foundation brush. There we go. All right. So this is the color. Might be a little dark, but it smells like a serum that I have, like an anti-aging serum. That's what it smells like. This is the color right here. I think it'll be okay. Okay, so I'm going to start with the sponge on this side, and as you can see I have discoloration and kind of breakouts on both sides, so we'll see what the coverage is. I don't know what the coverage is on this one, so we'll see what kind of coverage we can get. I'm going to start with my beauty sponge. Okay, so far I would say that this is a light coverage, not even a medium. It's fairly sheer. You can see all of my marks. You can still see my acne. So let me see if it can be built up a little. Okay, it's definitely buildable, but I don't think you're going to get full coverage with this. I would say it's about a solid medium. And the color is not too bad, but I should probably carry it down my neck. No, it's not sitting in the crease of my nose. I keep applying it and it keeps separating, like almost immediately. Can you guys see that? No, it will not stay. And I don't have a primer on today, guys. It's just my skin. All right, so let's try a couple pumps on the other side with the brush. You can see how it separates as soon as you put it on the skin. It's really strange. Right off the bat, I feel like I'm getting better coverage with the brush, strangely enough. I never find that to be the case. Let's try a second coat. And I'm going to stipple it now so it doesn't move around the foundation that I've already put on. Okay, so it has oxidized quite a bit. This is the color in the pump, and this is the color on my face. It has definitely oxidized. I don't know how I feel about this right now. It looks really thick on my skin. I mean, it kind of blurred out some of my pores here, but again, it's not sitting well in the creases in my nose. I feel like it's caking up along my smile lines here already. I don't know, I just don't know. I don't know, we'll see how it wears. So this is 2 layers of the Vitalist Healthy Elixir Foundation from CoverGirl. Let me just zoom you in so I can show you what my skin looks like up close. Can you see right here where it's already separating on my nose? You can just see that it looks cakey right here. It looks very thick here, but it has blurred my pores here and here. I'm going to finish my makeup and I will hop back in to do a check-in with you guys. It is about 12 o'clock noon right now, so I'll check in with you later once my makeup is done and then throughout the day. So my face makeup is done. I have my powder, my highlight, my bronzer, and my blush on. And as I said, it's about 12 o'clock, so this is what it looks like powdered and done. I'm going to finish up my face, and the next time I will be checking in with you guys will be in natural lighting. So see you then. So this foundation's been on for about 3 hours, so we'll call this a 3-hour check-in time. It's wearing pretty well. It definitely does look like you have makeup on, so it isn't going to be one of those like barely there foundations. It definitely is a bit on the thicker side with the 2 layers that I put on. Once everything was powdered and whatnot, the areas around my nose, you can't really notice the separation anymore. It's not really accentuating any dry patches on my skin, which is nice. Again, around my cheeks, it looks very smooth and like the pores were actually filled in. I didn't use any primer, as I mentioned, but this is what it looks like after all of the makeup is done at the 3-hour check-in time. I will check in with you guys, or I will add a video at the end after a couple of days to let you know if my face broke out or if it caused any issues with my skin after using this for a couple of days continuously. So as of right now, it's looking good, and I will check in with you guys later. Bye. Here's the close-up. You can see nice and smooth here. It's not accentuating any of my acne or dry patches on my chin. It's not breaking up on the sides of my nose. So that's what we have as of 3 hours. So my makeup's been on for about 5 hours now, and it's still looking really good. It doesn't feel as heavy as it did when I first put it on. It seems to have kind of all melded together, so it looks a bit more natural, not as thick as it was when I first applied it. And it's doing a really good job of oil control. I'm not oily in the areas that I normally am by now, so that's a plus. I'll zoom you in so you can kind of see close up what it looks like. On my cheeks, it still looks very smooth, like my pores have been filled in, but you are seeing a little bit of breaking up on the sides of my nose, but nothing too obvious. It is settling into my smile lines a bit, but it still is fairly thick. It looks very pretty, but still is a thick layer. So at the 9-hour mark, it still looks decent, but it has rubbed away on my nose. It's starting to break up on the sides of my nostrils, which is expected with most foundations. My chin still looks pretty good. It's still covering my acne. Just a little bit of redness is starting to peek through, and it only sunk into one of my smile lines, but my cheeks still look poreless and really nice, so I'm liking this so far. So I've been trying this CoverGirl foundation for about a week now, and I have to say that my first impressions were that it was a very thick layer foundation where it looked really, not cakey, but just thick. You could tell the areas that it was really packed on. But I found that as I wore it during the day, everything kind of melded together, as I mentioned earlier, and ended up looking really, really nice and almost flawless towards, the 4 or 5 hour mark. I didn't get oily when I was wearing this, which is really nice. After about 10 hours, it did start to break up around here and on my nose, but that's the case with every foundation that I've tried. But I found that it helped keep my oils at bay. They did advertise it as a full coverage foundation, but I would say it's not a full coverage foundation. It's probably a decent medium coverage foundation. So it's a pretty good foundation. I end up liking the way it looks during the day. It lasts a decent amount of time, so I have no complaints there. So would I recommend this foundation? I would definitely be picking up a lighter color than the one that I have. It was a little too dark for me, and it does oxidize, so just be aware of that. So is it my favorite foundation? No, but it's a good drugstore option, so I hope you enjoyed this review. What do you think?